hello. You are Dasz, and
Yes.
this is Dasz, and we're at Frankfurt Music Messe 2016. So tell me, Dasz, what is this new concept? It looks really interesting.
Well, I'd like to introduce you to the Alex synthesizer. It's a truly scalable synthesizer and sequencing platform. It's based around the concept of hardware modules. You start off with the main module, which is your starter, which includes 4 tracks of instruments, which include a mix and effect section, a looper, not implemented yet, and a sequencer, a step sequencer right now. You have 4 of these per module. If that's not enough for you, you can add another, and another, and another. When you start off with the main module, this is where you access all your common parameters, all your navigation. Your central navigation is here, where you can load your patches, access the various parts of your tracks. These are your performance controls like scene, auto, and morph, and your transport, shift key as well. We didn't want to put shift keys on every single unit. Now, power is provided by there's a single power supply which drives all 4 units. As you scale up, the power brick itself is going to be a little bit different just because there's more current draw. The systems, each of these modules contains an onboard processor, and each of these can be expanded with a DSP board.
What is that? Shark?
It's a Shark processor. And so you can put 1, 2, 3, or 4 of these for more power.
So it's DSP-based synthesis and
yes, yeah. But we have our synthesizers are based on DSP. Although right now there are no DSPs, card-based synthesizers. We're using the onboard processor to do our synthesis, and it's actually already quite capable. What we have going right now is a 4-track sequence, or 3-track sequence, 3 instruments, a bass drum, a sample, and we're controlling this instrument externally. So if we go to the filter.
So that's controlling, that's MIDI part of it, it's controlling the Minitor, right?
I can change it.
So what's the idea for the main? What's the stuff that's going to happen inside? I mean, have you done all the DSP models, or are you adding to?
We're adding them. We've been focusing on getting the operating system and the architecture, all the plumbing in place, and we've entered the model development phase. I could tell you a bit more about the user flow of this. When you start with a single unit, you're of course limited to 1 screen, but as you expand, you get more screens, meaning, and we cannot demo it at the moment, we could, for example, have a sequencer that spans both screens, just sequence a single track. Same with a mixer. With 2 screens, we can already use them in a split-like fashion. Well, this actually illustrates that one is in one place, one is in another place. And as you grow them, you can slice and dice these interfaces as you'd like. And the idea is you buy on a 4-unit system, on a 4-module system, you could create up to 32-step sequencer, a panel, that still would be controlling just 1 unit. I mean, these units can act as 1 computer. They're all connected with a special connector, and this connector physically links them together, snaps in here, and you take it out. And we have mechanisms for
locking them together, right?
For linking them together. So I'm just going to carefully lift this up.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
There are these little lever system, and we have a rail to make sure it's really sturdy. The unit, this 4-module system weighs in at 12 pounds. It's not light. It's very solid built, and it's actually just really packed full of electronics.
So can you use it for like an external controller? You can all sorts of functions for it, right?
Yeah, I mean you can plug in a MIDI keyboard and play this. Like we're playing this guy right now. This can act as a MIDI controller through the MIDI in and outs, and It's also a control voltage generator. With the expansion boards that we're including optionally, we're building, this is our first one called the EXPA. You have 4 inputs and 4 analog outputs. So this adds inputs to the system.
So the DC coupled, you can run CB out.
And the outputs are DC coupled, and since these are audio rate, you can send very fast modulation signals through this. So if you look at the system like this, or even a system like that, you have 8 or 16 channels of really fast CB modulation, and then you can use the inputs and use it like a mixer.
Interesting. So who do you think this is aimed at? I mean, is it aimed at synthesis or DJ? I mean, what's your...
I would say there are 2 main groups. Performing music, like performing live electronic musicians who do a lot of live PA performance. This is very, it's oriented all about creating tracks on the fly. It's all about jamming. It's having a lot of these multiple screens allow more than 2 musicians or more than 1 musician to collaborate. And but it's also aimed at the studio musician who's got either a small, a medium, or a large studio at their disposal.
So when you say that it's got inputs, will it actually perform real-time DSP on inputs? Could you use it like a traditional mixer and route internally live audio input feeds as well?
Yeah, you can run external input. It's low latency. It's low latency that you're not really going to notice it too much. Or you shouldn't notice it at all. Yeah, so it's
so you could use it at the heart of a kind of controlling a modular system. Will it receive control voltage inputs as well?
Currently, not with this board that we've planned, but this is just one expansion board. This slot that we have in here is open-ended. We'll be creating more expanders in time.
It sounds like a very ambitious plan for a kind of big range of products. And where's this starting at? What sort of price are you hoping it to be, and when's it going to be available, do you think?
Well, this has been 3 years in the making. The pricing we haven't set on a price yet, but this is going to be an affordable system. It's not going to be hard, it's not going to be a stretch for people to start with the main module. It'll be comparably priced to other desktop synthesizers. We can't really tell you what the price will be at this point, but these additions, the add modules, are going to be less than the main module.
Sure. And
a system of 4 won't be prohibitive. We want it to be accessible.
And have you got any idea, I mean, obviously you've been working on this, and you still are, when do you expect to have the first models to market?
We would like to start selling at sometime in 2016. That's as far as we can say.
Okay, great. And so you're here. What are you looking for? Developers, or what are you looking for from coming to a trade show? Are you looking for distribution?
You mean?
Yeah.
Well, actually, we're here just to say hi. We're a new company, and I mean, we want to meet everybody. We want to meet you, and yeah, we're just here really to say hi
and show it out in the world.
Yeah. I mean, we are talking. A number of distributors have talked to us already. But yeah, at this point, yeah, we're just here to say hello, show us what we have so far. Sorry we couldn't make it to the Super Booth 16.
Yeah, you missed something great there as well.
It was pretty great.
It was.
And yeah, there's a lot more to come. We encourage you to visit Dasz.com and subscribe, because we will be posting a lot of updates as features become online over time. Because there's still a lot of work to be done, but there's a lot of great surprises, and yeah, we look forward to showing them to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nick.